This morning, Nana Insia Apple. That is his hidden name. Most of you don't know him by that name, but his name is Okyeame Kwame, rap doctor. Hey, it's awesome to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
Let me throw this big question at you. When Brony said the more things change, the more they remain the same. I think that is an apt description of who you are. Oh, okay, because you've been through so much. Change is not back up, but you stay true to who you are.
It's true.
You've been there.
The more things change,
the more they remain there.
I have never heard this expression. It's the most beautiful thing I've heard the whole day. The more things change, the more they remain the same. What's that? Maintain.
For me, that is an apt description of who you are. So you are not the Chami from that Chami days. You are a new level right now. But then you stay true to who you are. Talk to us about that. I mean, that's the first question I want to throw to you.
Okay, wow. So I have grown to understand that the only constant in all nature is change. Change is the only constant. And there was a time where I used to resist it. I used to resist the change. Okay, so my pampe mupa, or me yomo, or let me work out to look a certain way. Let me not be honest about how old I am. Let me not be honest about how I'm feeling inside when I'm feeling weak and things like that. Then it got to a point that I realized that there is a purpose for every single state that you are evolving into. Yeah. So let me work with it. You know, let me just
go with the flow.
Let me go with the flow. Let me not resist this change. Let me become one with this change. And from the time when I stopped resisting change and I became one with it, it's like swimming. I've learned to trust that nature will not hurt me. So I can just fall into the pool and let it take me wherever it wants to. And I think that is one of the key reasons why I am the same, even though I'm changing.
Yeah, changing. Of course. And Butala has something to ask.
Oka say you are the same, but you are changing. I mean, for about 26 years, the 90s, different sounds about. How have you been able to adapt to these sounds? But you still sound Okyeame Kwame. And then, yeah, highlight when you saw Okyeame Kwame in here. Oh, yeah, rap when you saw Okyeame Kwame in here. Because a bit more along the way, they had to change and adapt to the style. Now, Azunto buy or so, yeah, Azunto. Or sounding different. But you have been able to sound genuine, if I can use that word.
It is because I meet me country. I know me be an in soon.
Sanity.
I can happen to pray. Unso ajenje kusun. What you say?
Yeah.
So everybody has his pitch, his tone, and his identity. This is my identity. I might alter it a little bit to fit in a particular style that is trending. But to trend is not my key motive. But to allow my natural identity to pass through me is what I'm doing. So whatever you find that I am a part of, it is not even just with the music, whether I'm in a boardroom, whether I'm doing business, whether I'm selling boxer shorts, I'm selling tour, whatever it is that I'm selling, whether it's a sonic experience or a physical thing, it is still the same. Okyeame Kwame has one ethos, which is love, which is cultural, which is adaptation. And so it is the same everywhere because it is authentically me.
Okyeame, nkofo bebu yen. Say ye dey abrofosam si eni so anopa here.
And someone na mo busa brofo.
Yeah,
me kwade anchin.
Yo. I say akokora bi am say Nana, how are you? Say Raban for abrofosam am say how are you me anopa.
Pepe.
Enti eno Okyeame, woni video bi aba. Eni kan. Na for ye.
Me that's
the video ni wan say ye kasa nyina o meyi video no.
Yes.
Na enum na nkasa mu the rhythm. Say I see bibi dia ma piano ni normal bi abeba. Kofo se some modern music ni ade. Say ye hwe ye tie wonwum a ye hunu say amamre crojin edemu nsesaye. Na video na nkasa mu nsuso e kasa fa amamre ni amane ehu. Eni hu nkomo na afei I don't know the Papa be say Obi Amponsa by as was say idea. As I feel and do. What were you trying to communicate with that? Young cat you know once a million from video no.
Okay, enti about a year ago, me send there Kwame Eugene here, one of the greatest musicians of any time. I don't want to say greatest and but enti say me yeah. I me pena sempa because of mommy a lot of energy. Me hu nti say me ba
Okay.
But when me nua kuma mo, me won say me ba me kwaje a lot of advice one ho. Me ya ma de
advice for Kwame you
all the time. All the time. Me ya ma de bi na me pesa de no trend ya ne ho na me ko. Enti me sende no anwum bi abesi me trim ene adoa rhythm bi. And me send man say on produce beat man. And on the beto Instagram now. Or sere me. No, or the best say me say drill. Say me say crank. And I'm for 3,000 comments on Facebook. For old man say crank. Enti me one of friend me said but me ne bo adoa ho nkomo say yenya adoa nyom because e bi ba ya che first save life na adoa bebre obeti obrafo ne nana Kwame obeti nkase obeti na adoa bebre wo eti sound no ko enti yenye biem mfamra ne mfankai emabunu se wo ade papa bi so ho it one of friend me say emoji asende no adoa beat me live eti memra na yenye recording na America eti me call en kwa bi me share na me ne bonkomo ade osuro pa ne aware enti olobo bi se aware ho nkomo ya bobo aware so ya ne aba religion ya ba tradition ya ba education enti ya bobo nkomo ti 2 hours later ya bobo nkomo ne ye recording na ya wie nyum no eti dada ye nyum no wie ade chi ahoma chenti me ko no fie be 10:30 by be 2 ni I record nyum na wie enti na ahoma chia me be ko mfie ne ye die kokore ye die phone twa video ene de to
ene blow ye
ti de to on 1 week na nyum na hiti ene so ene ye music video
okay
enti music video no ene decide say yeah what ye day
concept ni tire mu ye
exactly enti ye decide say ene ye music video asante hwe otumfo o say tu nyame kese odi me 25th anniversary ya adwa nyom de a yenya de bi ye amamre ne amane na yemfa en support de na na ye no hye ye nimonyam enti asma ye kan nyina ne say ye bibifo ye free baby ye wade ye Ghana fo na ye teni o ma senti uhwe video say aha say ya begina star yimu a red gold green style mu a me flat kente Ghana kente a metime ejina ho ma se me Ghana ba asma e kan baby a wo se me ko hene ni mama bɔ me mu a me yi me ntuma makwa ha me kire se ukopani ani mu a buade
ye bra ye ho ase
sa it had increased symbols ne singles e wo me nyina gold any ade nyina is to show say ye did before na Onyankopon atwa yade enti ye ma ye ni nso.
But has this become like a signature bia anytime now it is synonymous to all Okyeame Kwame videos you be who can take we'll see something Ghanaian in there.
Yes, because even the philosophy of the music in itself, they say, me record on your man, me plan necessary family view of Nkwala, ebia wedding 14 12, me tell me mana pepe, any Johnny and na, etike mood I work with Kumasi and now, no more pay hip life artists be born in your man. Papa through say, so. Or the animation ma artist make can same be their say ma e menum no choose
na me say maybe
video no no kind of reason for that whole villain thing
exactly na adia mebe hu abrabom say baby ade papa will be ade bone wo ho nature no kan say baby Yakopon born na pesi no Samson tower right I say
e papa de bone we
be BM I know na we are see balance it is here ya de fefe say dia na hu hia say de obroni be fe no antagonist
okay
ebebem say de be de kai nkrofo say wo ye wade papa bia eya na obi wo hu a or say no all the time and na one crampo na wo say wade na mom say drew baby a onipa na or say wade no say wo yi mask ni free nanim na hu onipa kra empam no na mom ye culture na e de odoba no fa culture na chechire no ho na fa ne bata wo enti bone fa free eso e ka ho nti o di se money o kan
cake fa o hima bidi ba o ka ho form me say
ye on mask no insesi e be bu na na bibi ene e de kente ni bi fra no be ye one of us.
It's coming and for this video and everything you're communicating, being authentic to who we are, you know, being humble, especially towards the elderly and ahimfo and all of that, and also forgiving each other. It's great, especially for this time global election year baby ha obefa bia ye to aba per this video what are you communicating to the youth especially where that is concerned?
What I'm saying is that be authentic. Oh, we are say you're authentic and you one. So you're authentic ni we are ma we are adia we are see here see anu odo asa say nya odo a wo ni nyina kọ Gaza nsensem yi kọ Russia nsensem kọ ekomedi nipa ogwa kọ emmoa ye chi omo ahyekeji mu aye ku omo kọ odo be ya sia
emmoa me ye chi omo ahyekeji ni that be ye nyu oden animal right for na bi
ye no omo ntena et se odo ukai emre bi enche ye bia na brofo timi be ebibi memu ebe fe nipa de ni ahyekeji mu kọ ton sa pepe ne de ye mmoa aha nti ye bibifuo pa de especially de ye de asi ehu se ade bi e wa ani mienu ehwene baako ano baako adwene e wa atenka ewo epese ne matna se no hu nananom se de ye pe na de ye ntimi nka se omu ni kra enti ye nyo omu ni epe bia ko se omu de bia ye pe
okra
yes nyatima edema wo mo but I said that Mr. Michelle Bia will ask you this question. How is it that Obia to say you are very well traveled wa America wa Korea ade but you still look Ghanaian? Me who you and the family in Greece and I can easily make you out. How have you been able to stay true to yourself as a Ghanaian? Because here na because of social media. Many German in Libya that will be something say what shows that I'm Ghanaian because you konye ko didia ono oje banku no di na me meje continental many na nka that or say there's nothing that shows I am Ghanaian but you've been able to stay true to yourself all these years. What to how has foreign culture not impacted on you?
Me enimonyam be man papa me papa ko school Italy na or co school sat near friend Charles Nyantechi.
Oh, okay.
And to say okonadam for be fe na a 12-year-old son ebusan say din this no say friend Charles so they be on the Charles. My father is Jacob. You are not Charles. No say they be din the same. No say but Africa didn't chire me. Say papa free school now ba Ghana no. And no say san din e call kwasinsia butter. Enti ne ma 6 hour ye nyina me senior brother friend kwasinsia nyantachi butter. You di me chindi kwakunsia boate. Me de Kwame nsia pel. Me nua bande amansia kunadu. E floating stone e friend kwaku buama. E na kunta so se de kwakunsia mankwa. Enti me papa e ma ye te ase se ye bibifo na ye identity ya hosuo ne ya honim e kire se ye bibifo na ye onyankopon adwini mu ene ne nyansan mu e na wa ma ya ye ebibifo enti ese de obuo ene odo e ma sa de ne ne tena se bibifo na me nyini no na menti ase me kai se me so akwa na me se ye mfrɛ me Jacob ye me ko bi abrofo din bi to me ho so ene ade but me nyini ye no 2000 me kwatena America 2003 na me ba.
Tell me this question no cause which I
me back. Kad konti kwatena me me man. Ye tu kwan bia ye kɔ South Korea ni ade bɔ mo hu Ghana mo so we fin wo fom ada na gata aye sei ada na mashada do mo kɔ Army Barracks. On be hu se ho ye clean. So baby wo Ghana ti ye clean am do mo wura Legon. Ho ye green. This is enti
Okyeame what the rap you are
rhyming
enti me bie wo ani mo ahu se se ne o dwene se o man ne tie no enye sa na tie wo babia enti me free abrochire baaye no ena mbe hu se se sika ana se wealth ka na twi ne se
ahunya de
enye adanya kese ne dabi ubehu akola bi wo airport wo sresa de obetima asre keke kra unhu sa asire ni bi wo America da because nipa na ohori nyai etimi beti ase se yansunsu ye de enkontimi mpanyimrem no behu se ese ye identity no baby ana ye free no ehu nim de wo ho ehu nyansa wo ho aye de tena se na ya yira afri ho
Okyeame ye me pese ye brain me pese ye din komo ne che
okay
papa and this sa ade dua wo for me one night marriage situation and they say be amaya abrewa na me sorry da kro na me nananom ana say me nana nka so amu enim bibia fa Ghana ho na empo omum pese ye ba identify one as Ghanaians as parents awufo and then crying baby in country ye ne aduane wo ye unso ya awufo wo ma entity ye no any kwan fa so ne nkra no etena no ebe de ne de ye mamre ni amane ne asori nti ye sro feri kra say ye ni san komo na hu hia me pa ye entity ye when it comes to the children say ne be ye de amamre ni bedua wo mu na anyira
wo say ne onim no on say yen Africa for ye wo oral tradition ye nta antro yeah in fact yeah say ye tro no obroni ampene em develop your denkra symbols near hieroglyphics na nkodru ba bia ebe na wo modom de be share so enti ye de ye kasa enti ye de amamre ne ade no wanwom tuo mu ananse semu symbols mu de enti me man de me hyase et kan ansesem kire wo nti anadwo bia na eto ansesem
instead of broni book a wa try wo kan
for me man kan bia de omo an be kan yam me kan ama but anakwaku ananse stories in de obeti ase ebu amemfi asem obeti osi etutu asem obeti eyi kenitaki asem obeti cooperative sajina gate obeti Kwame Nkrumah asem enti me hyase de amamre ene ye abakosem a de esa hye metre won wasum etu okwa no mo aba betu anansesem cheme ne atroi anansem anaju bia meto foforo me baba no se agwe ye no a woto ye enti emu emoguo ene ade ena obehu a me san so mo share Africa tade me show mo African print because wo de ade ne chekere ho a wo fura kente sisi a wontimi kura nante basbasa wonya de chekere ho pe na wo bia asesa
and wonyam bi frawo
pepepe na obi bia asesa se na nanom aba omo ne wonam ahanti me hyase omo yes ade no in fact na nsia bet a month ago me ko New York ekoye photo shoot na me de kente ifra me ba no 42nd street me ba boy no watika ni be 1 minute na msisi o so me ferry obe fra kente o Ghana ba 42nd street kente the other but me share no ema wo de share ba ye du obi apese oni ne twa picture na mso ahu differentiation no ni eni wusu die ni de we na ma wo dance enti me ne omo eya abebu emre bi na social media me ne omo ya abebu otu abeyi so eni ade.
And I was surprised me to say Katri because oko typical Ashanti wo obi to make me manage omo Katri o omo ya abrofo ma omo Katri
say ni video bi wo online kwa many ye tree spellings.
Yeah, me who
inside boy spell ya krante. A exactly. Ti the chomo na three alphabets ni ade. Of course, omo ko school no omo two kwan ko omo cousins one ya brucha slangs ya no mo kan. But ye be fie dia me make sure say omo remfi omo nchi. If he say eno na mo dance. Eno because ene ye tete nipa so be ye to say the global citizen. But global no eso ena imperialism any marketing any omu media kakra kenti omu agiwiase ba bia afa
any omu Hollywood bi omu
exactly enti odi kakra obetime dia tum no adanso no se ore fidia any wa wase.
Ochame, let's talk about music. Okyeame. I mean, Okyeame interview you talked about the fact that most starting and I say agro, agro. But recently, you've been one of the people championing say researchers in our music. What say it has become more of a business than agro na yedine. Hono I am pesemeti ase.
Oh, say mimi me shase no na me swapa o me shase kan nwensem pa na me di 5. Eti anwensem ye chechre me amano awo minim kasa minim panyunsem samrane minim kwadwom ne ade
yeah
and am de be Okyeame Kwame enti na mi hye ni plan bia say me be celebrity and say me beto ma na me be ade bia be cultural icon me de rap na me tie na me de me to fit me to pe na me nya guess
what rap
me da se o ba me nya to rap pe na me yi ba na ye de James so ni ama na enti to be honest 20 early 20s na me nwini ade na me hu na me ye no akomem then obroni be ka say there's art in soul art in mind enti art ni wo makomem na me ye na me nyini no a me ko tech ko ya kan ye music kakra a me ko ye marketing kakra no ena ma beti ase ese ye intentional ese sheda ye boapayo e de yen yamamre no ene ye neoma bi ejej na ye na ye betimi a age se ehun ba bia ye free ban ete ade na ye na se but ye nyina ye performers with stage so ye nyina ye producers enti hwan e na ye research enti se ye pese ye industry to mpon asema na make kan say ye ntimi njai ma enkofo te se me nkwa ye gina stage so ye researchers.
But tell me, University of Ghana Performing Arts and other universities across Ghana, professors need say research no, but there's no bridge between academia and the rest of Ghana. The research in the baby whole, and see how do we harness those ones?
Research and run said ye didn't come with shots. Yes, the only constant is change. Research and run. It be any relevant name.
Okay.
And I say I research at all ma a food trouble so. Young collecting that no. Na ye mere moon share. Near adopting it to their course on them. Near pay young people. Practitioners be to send me enche bia me call retirement enche bia me free stage ne so say me free stage so a ese bitimi eboa eme ye research papa e di impuntu beba ebe ma ya ti ase se o e bia ye sound no say ye hwehwe ye sound no say ya e wiase ne beti ase say artist ebi person ye international person ye global. So or you use elements or you use signals signals no ebia ebibi sem wo mu a ma ne nwom no duru ebia enti ye research need to understand because ye industry na ye nkonkon
but brand ya sem na wo kan ya na fi say ye pese ye ton ye hu ye a se ye pese ye kwa akira emra so se be market ye hu ye
pepe asma make nyina
and now there is no proper marketing. Yeah, economics kakra no. Without market survey.
Yes.
And that is research.
And
research in every you know. How do we brand ourselves? Because we want our kente because and I know and to maybe like I say free Ghana, but as a Nigeria for Ajiafa.
Of course.
Ubo why I say free Nigeria. And the dear in the my who say like Nigeria for because kente yomudia. How are we branding it? How are we marketing it?
Anti folklore board for Jumaye. Academia where Jumaye, Ministry of Culture where Jumaye, traditional authorities where Jumaye, Nananum where Jumaye, media for where Jumaye, and young practitioners, yes, you where Jumaye. Name Honorable Krikumanti, one Deputy Minister for Culture, Tourism, ne Arts. A year one more office, no responsibility, say, I'm a free forum. No more at the academia, media, culture, why nyina ya bem na yenya agenda, national agenda, short term, mid term, long term for the next 10 years. Ya agenda ni enti ye fa artist BT says ye de nyom na you, se de sini na you, se de anwenkasa na you, ye de asa na you.
Any anwensam art.
Ye de drawing na you.
Very very popular.
Ye decide to say ye fa 5 top artists from each of these way because say Obrone can or say art is science simplified. Science is art complicated. You know. Enti ye fa ebia ye ban music ye fa ebia Stone Boy or international dada. King Promise or international dada. Wab you international dada. Kid or international dada.
Okyeame Kwame international dada.
You free. You man cry no. Because omo ye dada.
Yes, I mean it's your grandpa ni bia.
But we international. What I say? Enti yemfa sankofo na oman no mfa sika. Any the four any akrachefo ni safwa etimi bie wiase pono et say Ghana Tourist Authority en matter wo mu niemie bie pono but wo kwa wo ko no wo do my Ghana din na ekọ
okay
and yes I mean
exactly
you carry Ghana on
what because say won fa $100,000 measure samini mu say onye video bi e international ni enkoyi wo MTV ni ade a wontumi nkan kire samini so nheke what I say yes you two okwasi afo anu a hye ni dwetire
sanity
enti etese yenya plan but me suggest say enka Ministry of Culture and entinem finfin na research no ni bibia on family together ne bia ye say ye yisika bi asi ho say wa obeye sini a obeye su heritage sites anasa ubeka ya asanto asem okonfo anu chi asem
Kwame Nkrumah
ye be ma sika at the end of the year taxes be say to a better so we use heritage site you be bua ma wa de na ko first pack
what's also team now the call.
No, the Okyeame Kwame true because Hollywood, for instance, people who want to remake Cinderella, Snow White, you know, omunya some support here because mama mre how project and the Okyeame Kwame turn ko papa
enti say ministry no tena mfimfin ne responsibility no tena mfimfin menim so omo ye policy menim say omo ye advocacy omo ye lobbying or parliament ni ade omo ye the beyond the return omo ye bo mo abaso but say ye pese ya ade no timi ehye Ghana ni monyam se ne wo kan ya say ye intentional yes
about it.
Okyeame, I want to find out ene ohwe youth na ye ho na empenyifo bebre oni omo kasa me lecturers omo che me masters omo all the time say obu oni ho it's like we are losing our values, our core values. They my ye Ghana for and say penyi ni akwala me no watena ka mu the only reason I'm sorry I'm watena because you Okyeame Kwame yes I me tua otua and say penyi kutade akwala ni as obuo. We are losing that. Is it the family system, parenting, and failure? And I say we are too much exposed to the distraction of the world, social media, and that.
But you say at the porting air hydrant where you are from. You're paying for no guam when you must. I'm not guam when you must.
And the better catch and say lack of discipline.
Yes, and to me, Papa no. What catch him say, Mammy, the atro. And so that be a no say, Mammy, soon be a no akofagela where the attraction. Who catch them say me maintenance na wo nyina ho because asma wo catch them no ene de wo ye no babra sir it first thing they say ye mpanyfo na guom ho animas omo ani no kre ye de o maya hye wonsa se hye o men yi so na boa me enkata gata so ma electricity mra ma asumdwie mra ma we mra ye ko election no awiem nkra na hwe. Yes, say children, they don't listen, they watch. They are great imitators. Yes. And let us watch what we do more than what we say. It's a summer and penny for catching, and the penny for near ning call. Me get back one minute what take first year. Me ne yen kakrakra. What could talk man? Who ye no me no dada. David. Me get back 1 minute what take would the car wa beji ko eti me kwana panyi bi gina ho me hu panyi ni se wo representing no se de no to nchan ansa ne abade wo kan what I say because researchers say people give up on tradition when it has failed them and young people doing say tradition are failing because senior omeyi tie ya young people mpene so omo Twitter omo kasa omo buafu omo yewe ya hwede ekoso Kenya because omo dwin say ye mpanyimfo na enti we tie pay attention ye mpanyimfo na anya hwe ene enti ho na say di kan dey asem hwe ansa na aba media globalization ene senior media exactly meaning say unim sociological concept your friend hegemony constant rule of mpenyufo over nkwala omudi se mu omo hye omo enti wo yes dako explosion bebanti no so ansa na social media manfo so se wo ko America ne ade a the we scan nim nyansa sir enti akra hu sketch enya sketch epenya wonim nyansa che
o tami krabo dem kakrama me we dey nka Okyeame na nka so kasa so me ni mutal ha na ye di dwuma de hu Okyeame so when you born so now when you when a the one and only rap doctor Okyeame Kwame and opay ye no edi enkomo if you can capture the very few minutes
the very first part Okyeame Kwame 9AC your friend said Kwame UG 9C television so all the other TVs have the image of Otumfo but that particular TV did not have Otumfo.
That is what we wanted.
But we said that now we free man.
Yes, it is a ultimate fan in 9 intia Otumfo apampem. And ultimate fan tia ne so if we say why ye hini aye nyina ye wo do ene obu man ti ye de connect asem a wo kan ya. Oh enti enyoma te say artwork say mu so e ka ho bi ne kan kwala say mu memfa obu man panimfo. Enti young media for no so ye media adwuma na ye pese ye kire say so unya ska na unya 2 million followers on Instagram a wo pa na anim nyansa no ye so ye contribute to adekonti a empanyifo
wo bia na wote so no mi hu sankofo bi ho ba ma hu na anim
there be nye na ho enye na no
nipa na twahia na ba no
this is the case putting together a music video, you pay meticulous attention. Like I say, very detailed because we remember doing muscle. When we say for picture one and nice, so I'm doing muscle. But I'll be trying.
But Mutala, I was here Kai Ashefo on Max TV across the nation. Said this interview is also live on Max 89.7 and on Maximum 104.3 in Takrade as well. And he said, "Be a who PFC yeah, me person me Okyeame mu every but my Juma time I saw what me kwa just listen to Radio Max 89.7 and you will have this interview live. The rap that ties in the house, baby. I
mean, Otunfo is revered. Yeah, that's not Kumasi that he named Kakra. 6 years in Kumasi and all. Oyobia, you also hold him in high esteem. His contribution to development, unity, not just in the Ashanti land. I mean, for album. How instrumental is or important is Otunfo as a symbol for the people of the Ashanti region?
Oh, we said they wouldn't know. The spiritual. What is Sikadwa so? Na Sikadwa ni jina ho ma bibi. E jina ho ma unity. Nti ansa na Sikadwa ba no na asanteman nyina yo autonomous bantema krofro edweso but Sikadwa no ba ye no eno mo nyina ka bom fi se na denchirafo oboye enti o ka bom no ena nkofo ohwe se ye ne Sikadwa ni nti ya ka bom a ye ne denchirafo obeko na yetimi adane o man kakraka enti nkofo ehwe na se essential kofo yo mo aka mo ho abom enam essenti ena ma ebenya asantefo
okay
enti ne wote Sikadwa so no ade a wo ye ene se ode nkambo mu ba enti eyo osom ne nyina ye som ne nyina ye som nkambo mu ade ejina ho man no enti na enye wohwe ne ya obehu se enye nananko a na review wabusu apanyin wo ba bible mu a o si di wagya ene wonani
enye papa no maame nko
enye papa no maame nko o papa wa meto no ne hwene si wanim
jeans
yes asem a o kan nti ho hia se ye ancestor mo gina ho manananom what you say nti o mo gina mo represent ye ancestry nyen Otumfo nko gamanche obusu apanyin o papa o wofa ni nyina ye the same concept nti ye den carbon between ye nananom no ene yen atiasefo o mo ne gina ho ma nti si amfa obu ama won a ye mfa obuo emma de ye free ban
Okyeame, you are a pace setter as far as musicians from Kumasi are concerned. First, yes, one makra umlo. Okay, so I say, my name, boys, baby, we be a crime or Amrado, Kempaluta. As it is, assessor, and you one makra, you talk when I blow it. Oh, Kumasi, what is this new revolution in Kumasi?
Oh, but me can't make my just idea to pass a minam deba.
Oh, the baby is all setting pace, move be a
for rap. Rap music shots here. Reggie Rockstone pa. Oma rap here popular e wo krom ha no near friend we say krom president what so ya sokwa boy because tree rap e di kan here popular wo man yi mu no e ya Asante kasa it wo hwe rappers oh wow it wo hwe rappers omo agidin ankasa wo kasa wo yi top rappers 10 omo agidin pa wo krom ha bon se omo nyina ye nkrofo a omo ebe omo indigenous tongue no ti uba enkrime mu obetime nya tiny obe e woni indigenous tongue ba uba Asante memu ase ene ye ka ho asem ya benye okonfo kwa de Lord Kenya Okyeame Reggie Rockstone Obrafo Sakode omo nyina ye nkofo bi a womo bi e womo kasa ni womo wo nimdie wo kasa na siye enti se eye Asante kasa ne de ye anwen kasa se rap yi dia ene na che se nkofo ewo Asante memu no ye ne betima ye ni yie
I said na obia person back cry
na misconception
that time yeah na as of that time
exactly
it was a big misconception
exactly hip life no e sha se Okumasi Reggie Rockstone Okyeame Lord Kenya Swazibi ye na de ni wo ye ho ene free ye ho ne call baby foforo kakra den na unkwa na ubom paye then you point me shanko every one afi ebeko voter region kakra na edem asom kakra na bank cry na time so ni iye omo so nya kakra bi na ekọ north na nkofo so nya bi adi because ese ekọ ba bia se de be ya nyankofo hwe ebi be kan wo bia
na wonim se wo hwe bibi ase na ntumi amma ahwete a wanya ade that is a legacy nankasa bibi na se wakunu symphony bi eda TV so we ya dia ye abo abaso ahye wani munyam
eti ekoso sisi aye kase
ekoso sisi is live
wow
wa bie wanum ye pese ye kire wo se ye ni so
oh bedase
eni se waje atum se ubeba we ya de aye wo kasa nyina na ye hwe
odi bidie na ya
chako I we ye see pencil chako ato se bibisa enti ene ye abo abaso ahye wani munyam tene wafade a wo fa ye wo se no aha baba ukichi a wo hye ene watari fita ene kokko a wa hye wase ni nyina oyem se colors ne mmade but obi hunu a obi hunu se wo enti abusuafo se mu hwa mu hwa no se ohene so
hey you say we Ghana we
ochame
acrobat on TikTok abena meba
ude yamra sese e beto aba o minim se ye di hu nkomo dada edura batros brese ya na EC Ministry of Information Ghana Information Services Department omunyina ne mu kabom sanum tofo me hu se mo aye nyum bebre modi kasa especially akire mmabunu no ochame wo roni beka followers obi a wote Okyeame nwomu a na ba bia ewu ama no wonim na akokon Okyeame Kwame ade ode be yew na ye pese woni enemmabunu kasa abato a ye betu hia se be ma asomdwe ene yen atena
ntase ehu hia chen bibia bi se abato a ye betu e ya abato a medwen se ehu hia chen abato obi a ya to ebi kwa independence ye no kranto
sir
because omani mo aye din ena nipa ni bidwen se siema MPP for twaso a ebeyeye ebi so dwen se siase sande mo obi foforo na ebeyeye ebi dwen se oba 8 na we ko na we aba 8 etu obia ne na adwen na senior amanfo de wo mo eni daso asha abanim no sie to aba no na Ghana mpanyimfo ye Ghana mpanyimfo se ne ye ka ho asem sisi na so mo de aba ne di agora enkofo aye ready se kan krom betwe
eno so na nye no
sa
Mr. Kobodo ma mesa ba na emumu ya hwefo no bebre ya se ya fo blinky na blinky amanfo pese o meka ye ho nti e ba no wato aso aman me fa number no into edwa 0558462088 0558462088 wa adwinchire bi wonsemusa bi we're here to take your questions, your concerns, and your congratulatory message to Okyeame Kwame. You can also join us on Facebook, Max TV, with your comments and your questions as well. And in case you want to send a WhatsApp message, it's the same number, 0558462088. Okyeame is here, and the entire nation is listening, and he was admonishing us to be very careful during this election. Watch us here from Pennyford ho. Some mo mfa ni agro. Na ya omanfo no nso so.
Sa enti se ye hwe mpanyimfo asi de odi akire no.
Esua
osua de odi kan nante. Eti so mo ma bibia ye kama na ye to abai na ye nwia ballot ya anyese ya but senior nkofo ani abre no. Se ye gidigidi bia awe oman ne bebo
yem pesa
aha enti dia na ese ye anwomtofo ye de anwomtie enti bia obetime nwom ene me campaign a me ne Ghana Peace Council for be ye betintim campaign ye be ye walks ye be ye concerts ye be ye peace concerts okay ye be ye enema bebre ye be social media activations bebre e de atwe adwene esi so se Ghana ye ba ko pe
Asempetia, Ghana Bako, Yanko Piki Kola in Yamra. Hello, good morning. Hello. If I talk to Minka. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Naba. Na pon se.
Onyanko Padama, me hu ye. Me pa talk Okyeame wa ha.
Okyeame.
Bema. Net say.
Oh, na
Ah, me da seminua.
Ana pɛ me nsɛm sɛ wo video nyinaa me ka sɛ me de ko bɛ nifa ɛbɛ pɛ na to team.
Okay.
Bo ai wo ne o tan ko bi bo ne ba kana me nkwala pa. Na bo e so na sɛ tia tan sɛ wo ntare na kasia ana ba kana so.
Ampa no control do na o kana.
Kana sɛ pa. Hinya so el kredi. Oh, el kredi ene wa ho fama ene so ti boni pa no. Emanya ko chira wo.
Me da se.
Me so to so ari so musa.
Ah, openye me da se.
Ko so ede chira wo. Na ma ko so ede chira wo.
Amen, 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 amen.
E pa la se ne bi ene. Se be ka te gana ko nya ne se. Obia ba nya na onye sika odidi. Enye mi ame ka taxi. Enye wa tonyo. Enti no bi ka to se. Be ni ti fa ka ko to obia. Ka te de pa ka te se. O ma ne be ni ka bu twa se kan no. Pa na wo ni.
Pepe.
Already ma everybody down cruising. Na police for the will be doing it. Now why do it?
Pepe.
Oh, give us the kind of food you say. I have over try to have to argue and put your coin na. Ko abi tu let coin the coin better. Every time because some of them are just about your man Ghana yi. I think you move.
Ah, me da se open. Wa ka asem ni nyina.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
Wa ka ni nyina.
Na yeah, ka mo some nhye so interview max 89.7 and maximum 104.3 in Takrade. Say bia wo be pia na wakai and Jai TV ne say me do me TV no mako. Max 89.7 na ohima kente ameya. AKA Vivian Abwaji Adoma Koda. Any DJ Holy and an DJ ma ho pa but Okyeame Kwame hu hia yen ye pese ye fa ni TV ni ye fa ni radio nso ma ni panyi na ehunu ni ayeye wa ha anopai ufrefi domi good morning umpeso bebodin. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Papa Kasa.
Bato. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bato, what is it?
Yako pardon. Ye ho ye papa. Na we.
Na me so me hu pa. Na na de say ma ba afre amana anyamo on awe masili. Na Okyeame ni tia ba.
Amejo so. All correct.
Na Okyeame onum bia ni de. Na ba ku mi o ni ba otimi nyumna na hu so Okyeame
Okyeame we ni asaba so. Abafo we ni msa so.
Okyeame papa do kwa chire ka.
Madam kwa chire.
Okay. All right. Papa you share that CP. Okyeame anopai. Me bra ba ko fie ha me pena sempa. Me ti ha no obae. Am say Mr. B akwaba. Uni ma say okay. O say ayeko say ya aye o say dey why you confused. And am say hey Mr. B, me say me ma wakwaba. And am ka shem say ya aye ayeko na am say hey
say ebia onye santini.
Woye fantini na me ma wakwaba. That goes to for me make it clear that we are in trouble with our youth when it comes to language.
Oh yes. Now ade ba ko ne say countries are British Broni e colonize o mote say Ghana no. E mo ba ko kra ni ho a watimi develop a abra wan fa ne local language.
E ka se be ko na enyam free ho.
Enti say ya nsua ye kasa no a yentimi mfa kasa no ntwra anwensem entimi mfa nkodi because obi kasa de brofo edu
enti na ene ya na masifin bebre so be ko school bi say don't speak vernacular.
Oh and am so much jaisa nyoma ene Ghana Education Service ye campaign bi o mo friend L1 L2 say e free akwala ne nkwala brema kopem say class 3 maths ne science ne ade nyina nke the local language ne beche
enkonta no
enti say because unim year na medi ansa na me hu say simultaneous equation kire say e koso ha na esa koso na medi 31
simultaneous na mu na onti ase
minti bi da mate simultaneous meti an masuma enu wan
balancing of chemical equation menyi nyina na menti ase
class the still menti ase but we ye ka say mu a enka obi abeti ase
Ghana for person mu hu I mean your voice is unmistakable.
Thank
your
you.
rap is authentic.
Thank you.
And what you do when you hold the mic is almost spiritual. But you must also like some rappers.
I love
Ebane
rappers.
Ghana,
Yes.
my top 10 best rappers. I mean, you are the best rapper alive.
Enye fair. My top 10 enye fair. Enye fair. Adentia. If it's a rapper, so mo ya de no doso. You can say rapper, a rhythmic African poetry.
Yeah.
Enti rappers ni bo mo nim rhythm. Et say sakode. Ebi mo nim poetry ti say et say amrado ene obrafo. Ene ebi no mo so mo ya African. In appeal and in contest. And to say we you best, based on DNA.
To best known to me
because we are especially 10 and your
But-
but just said the assembly.
any of we youth in the future. They are when they all can me say music has become easy to do. More time maybe I would win antique studio na koye obi timi sha se enwom na se oye ba ko mienu miensa force producer na ma meche wo studio more times obi timi ka se otimi che wo studio bi wo honum kwa 5 years ne onyom nya ma ene fasa efutuo na ema youth no what should they do those of us who want to do music who want to pursue music but I said ye cha na ye bofu ene ye pese ye beche wo nyema ho
Debi enya wo mo fault o wo mo susu di omo yakopon di abo omo ene wo hia oba the same day who hear information who Google who hear literature review 10 years ago literature review books so do be kind pages how be reference and then you know Google enti omo life no omo born very fast enti ese ko fast na emum ese wo be gitum say art na ewo mu no eye career and I say a job obetimi abehoro me card e bia mama 20 cedis eno no e job bi awo ye but oba me ho say bra panyi bua na memie bonzuo memie car wash na pese me all my life pese me koro car na me siesie car eno ye career etie wo career banker ene wo obi opese otena tell no gigis can no ko ya fofo etie say we decide say we ye career musician and I say e wo job
okay
say we ye career musician there ene ne hu hia say obebo instrument obesua de obeya apprentice obedi obi achi obenya abotre amachi de do di ampofo age achi 11 years ansa na obantie ne 30 years later still we relevant cha Okyeame Kwame.
All right, Okyeame Kwame. Important big that screen so name me kai ya hwefo say who will be bia person the catcher Okyeame a wo betumi akọ Facebook Max TV on Facebook na wakọ akọhwe and na face so no ye kai mo say it's also live. This conversation is live on Max 89.7 enti mo amutie on Max 89.7 mo betumi afre ebeba TV so ama yetie graphic online for any way ebeto ho mehunu the Don himself sana me dem friend no the originator the senior man mehu Bradford Sakode Lord Kenya na omu nyina o na obaba ko mehu manage pa at least first na ko ban representing this group mehu so tiny wo ho na manifest and so eda so what do you think about this?
Maybe it's a fair.
Onye fair.
Debi EL we himfa wo e we equation mu.
Is EL a rapper?
EL.
Nkofo say he's not Nkofo na come.
But omo industry the motor his pen game is one of the best. Omo say EL a very good rapper.
Joey B we himfa wa de yi mu.
Mo fan san fan to wa.
Edem e we himfa wa de yi mu. Your friend is saying Fante boy Fante 4 boys ni mi ansa nyina. Kofi
Kinata wo yes.
T Flow Papi Kojo omo we himfa wa de yi mu. Flow Kingston nka de yi mu.
Yeah.
Enye fair tina me ka se no ukoyi to etie bia uyi a wo se wo adwene no but enye fair because amanfo bi wa omo twan authorities bi amomo ahyehye bibi ansana wa omo decide say we mu na yade enti medwen say isua ebi omo beye de omo nye top 50 but top 10 pa de enye fair kofo ni bebe enti sa boys no mo to je bad ni rap mo to
oh kuma so
everade yankopon
Kimpaluta
everade rap mo nim
no kwakudanti mu na
what I say omo esa enye fenti say bia wo be hyehyɛ no say for this generation
okay
for this generation
and
for this generation but we hear ni say dia anhwa na
oh they asem aba Okyeame the account music one asem bebre one thing I admire about you and your music import how you keep your family together o say ade bi bo Kwame Eugene ho ade a o say ebo ni ho ye aware me so me tie ebo me ho because aware jai adoso among the youth ne aware ne jai. What is that one advice I'd be mommy any youth a wabon thing what has held your family together?
Okay, aware de Nyankopon enim no training say o ware na say ye ya even though so we play role the biggest one you Nyankopon hira nya say o ware na egu a say Nyankopon hira but say wo di Onyankopon ensusuye ene na adwen ekwa aware mu na because Onyankopon ensusuye a ye mfa say me fa Christopher de ekura nye do yonko say wo ho na Yesu kan say wutimi do wo yere ana wo kunu say wo ho a wo de ade a eye no a ebeye ne ya na wo kan asem a kire na ebeye ne ya a kire no a wo badwini hu mienu
Ansana ya brain nti me ba be what is the biggest fight you had with Annika and how did you solve it? The Friday's edition of the Max Morning Show, it's been awesome. This conversation with Okyeame Kwame rap data, and like we promised we have a surprise for him. We gave him a sneak peek of what we were doing and it's ready. Kwabnat Art Gallery, is that it? Kwabnat Art Gallery did something for Okyeame and you're here to do the presentation. Okyeame Kwame, this is for you. So also who will be you? If I give to the man, okay.
Nana
this is beautiful.
Me won your pese real quick. What?
Bronies are beautiful. This is just beautiful.
Oh man. Me das sense, me das. It way no. E bidie ana say e pencil.
Yeah, natural charcoal and pencil.
Wow. Oh.
Okyeame woni je ho.
Manage my semi papa. Oh yes. Me ho ayefe. Me ho ayefe. Me das pa. Me das. Hey, me dey ko bomb me office. To be aba.
Enti we asema na wo ka kire no. Oya branti a sabi onye sa nyamra asem ibi. Odi we si nani so.
Kakra me kan say enwa na wo ye yiminua. Enwa say ya na nyina ye hya ase. Ai na Yakopon ato nsu aguso. Enti koso aye. Na fe wo brande wo ya na wo brande na obi a oton art wo krom ha bia ne morals affecting the product no enti massem basabasa ye atem didie wo social media ni ade no atwe ho afre ho said e be ya o value ni bi be kan ade na wa create no ne atimi ato ni millions nti kakra mekan
Okyeame wanu hwam
that's papa.
All right, Ejabusiafo aha na mrebe ma ye kwan ama ye did the Friday edition of the Max Morning Show abrem wa ha ye de papa aha ye de nyina enwum bi aye to waba ma ha ye do Okyeame kwan
me ni Okyeame wa asem 2003 David o ma ye bom me tie ni no akoyie e ma me bom pa oni da sebre Okyeame na so
what are Yakubu? I don't pay me that pa. What about my high the pa? Ya time be sra me sa. Na enye de bia no magya me sa. Okyeame Kwame. Yakubon shira pa. E be sen shira me. Yakubon shira won so wa wo share wa wo tie on Max 89.7, maximum 104.3 and on Max TV. Miriani Joy Wilson on Yakubon ya duma. We'll be here for the Monday's edition of the Max Morning Show. Bye bye. Do have a fabulous weekend.
Bye.